minutes, man. Okay, so let's do a top down then. Morning, Steve. Yesterday, honestly, I felt like I haven't had a trade on TNS for ages. Oh, look at the monthly pulling back down. Okay. 3 days left for the monthly. Can the monthly pull all the way down to flip? I don't really know. How many pips are these? It's a lot. If anything, if it closes sort of respecting. So this monthly is going to be interesting because we either want the monthly to close respecting this, so we know then the next month should be bearish, heavily bearish, or we want the monthly closing above, so then we know the next month should be bullish, but we want this monthly closing in and around this area, not up here. It needs to close in and around this area, because what that does, it then leaves us enough room for the range to come back up to these levels. Right? If it closes like that means we've only got that to play with, really, because that's filled the range at that point. So if this monthly can close somewhere like that, then we know the next month it's going to open up, pull back, tap, and then it should be bullish all the way up to fill the range. So either way, we're a winner, but as long as this doesn't close near the top. Okay. So it's going to be interesting to see what this monthly does. I'm excited because what I'm excited about is this range here. This range is lovely. So we should be heavily bullish if we close below that, coming down to them levels. And I would think we'd end up getting big candles like this. Okay, so on the daily it should be like just quite simple setups. Sell. We had it about a month ago where we were all making loads of profits because it was so easy, because it was just sell. I think it was this month, wasn't it? Might have been this month or this month. Can't remember. Anyway, weekly. So 1 day left for the weekly. Look what the weekly's done. Wow. What did I say? I need to work out how to put the recordings onto Discord so you can all look back. What did I say about the weekly? The start of TNS. I said the weekly can flip at any point, because you're technically still respecting this area. So this weekly could flip. What did I want to see from the weekly? Well, I wanted it with this candle, but we didn't get it, so I was a bit pissed off. I wanted to see this weekly close either like that or come and break the lows here like this. That's what I wanted to see. We're obviously not going to get that because we've only got 1 day left. However, if we can close like that this week, then what are we thinking for the next week? Well, look at this candle. Look at the size of that candle. That's what we should get, because we should copy this. We've broke out, we came back, tested, dropped, came up, tested, dropped. So that means the next weekly should open up, maybe Monday, Tuesday, tap the support. So it might be bullish Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we flip to the downside, hopefully breaking the lows. And in regards to the monthly, that is what I want to see, because this range is beautiful. This is a pure, clean traffic range. Look at that. Straight through. There's another one. This one didn't do it, but you get the gist, yeah? So that's what I'm hoping for gold, really. Everybody wants it to go, but I don't want it to go. I want it to come down. So very, very exciting next week. Next week would be a lot easier, because also that would go in line with because remember, the monthly's still bearish. Yeah, just because it looks bullish now, the moving candle's bullish, but it's still in the lower zone. So really, the monthly is still bearish, and if we only need a weekly close, right? And then when we go to the daily, if we get a daily bearish close like this, everything's in line now to go down. That makes sense. So it's a lot easier to catch trades. So, say it's a Monday, yeah. I wish it was. I'd love this close. If this close like this is perfect. Well, actually, no. What would be perfect? Maybe a close just below this little mess here, like that. That would be perfect. Because you're hovering then. You're hovering between here and here. So, daily then. Lovely bearish candle. Absolutely beautiful. But the only issue we've got no bottom wick on this daily, so perfect. Right. And we seem to be hovering here. Now, we haven't filled the range yet. The range on the daily is here. So we haven't actually broke out. And we've nearly filled the range. So we haven't got much to go off before price could just reject. There's 50 pips in there we could maybe catch, right? So this is pretty good. This is pretty good because we're hovering. You've came back. You've done your retest. This is all set up, ready for us. You've done your retest of the area, right? Now I would expect this daily to flip at some point. Now the only issue with this daily, if it flips, it could just close respecting again and then start coming back up if it wants to. But hopefully we can get the daily close below, and then obviously that'll be perfect for next week. Okay, so how can we get sells? And sells should be fairly easy. I want to mark this up as purple because that's our daily range, right? I'm not interested in buys at all. If I want buys, it'd have to be above these levels. 4 hour. So the 4 hour is closed, respecting these levels. So this 4 hour can start pulling back down wherever it wants. We just need some confirmation. So what have we got? So we just literally need an hour close. So I honestly feel, guys, we could actually, because the 4 hours should start pulling back because the 4 hours close respecting a zone here. So this one should end up being bearish. Yes, it could go steeper. I could close a bit higher up, but we're looking at the daily. We'd need a bit of confirmation. So if we get an hour close below here, I would expect the new one to, and we're going to pull back and flip to the downside because you're then hovering on the hour, you see. But what you could get at this point is a fake out. So this hour could close like that, and then the 4 could decide it wants to create a steeper top wick. So it could start coming back up. That's an issue. I want to have a look. When you get an hour close below here, what happens? We've got 2 minutes here. We might be in off this hour here, guys, which would be nice. Oh, come on, man. Ooh, look at that. So where does the hour go? So at the minute we're there. Remember, the whole this purple line is the daily, what can flip to. So we get an hour close. Let's maybe move it to there. It's a lovely range, this. I'm excited. First day I've been excited. It's been tough trading lately. Okay, so they're not quite making it. So what do we do with the daily? Okay, we'll just pull that up a tad. Yeah, I really like this range, guys. This is a lovely range. We got a close below here. I might even let it rock as well. Oh, we've got a little area here. Back in. There's a little minor support here. We have to be careful of that. But other than that, we're getting our close below there. I'm after it. I'm after it. So sells below. Sells below. If we get a break, guys, we need a break. We've broke the low as well, but we've also broke the high, so a bit of contradiction. So what do we need for stops? What you can do if you're not happy with it, you could just wait for confirmation. I'm actually going to use the 4 hour stops, 54, because we've got a nice range. What did the hour do? Oh, okay. So I'm going to use the stops, which is 60 pips, 3.5, 3.5. Okay, let's see if we can get we're getting a nice pull back from the hour. Right, I'm getting a pending underneath the hour now, guys. I've got sell stops underneath the hour.
Wait, what?
We've got sell stops on. Now remember, the forward could come and create a steeper top wick if it wants to, right? So just be wary. We haven't had full confirmation, but we are heavily bearish now. This, I could imagine this coming straight down. Now I'm actually going to take partial move to break even here, because the hourly should take partial move to break even, which I believe is a lovely range. 22 pips. This is really nice. I've not been activated yet.
That's good, because I'm just about to get in. On the hour, is it?
Off the hour, yeah. Off the hour, man. So we're underneath the hour.
Stop loss on the 4 hour, is it?
I've used the 4 hour, yeah. It's a bit too risky, because the 4 hour can come and create a steep top wick if it wants to. But if this 4 hour wants to come and create a steeper top wick, because we're arguing saying that this 4 hour is closed respecting the zone, because there's a zone here. So we're arguing saying that this is closed respecting, and this 4 hour is going to end up being bearish. Now if it does want to come higher up, right, it shouldn't be breaking this wick really if it wants to push down. Now remember, the daily is still bearish and it's hovering, hasn't filled the range yet, so we're also saying that the daily's done its top wick, it's tapped the previous support, which is these levels, and now this daily should start flipping to the downside. Okay, now if you're not happy with this, because this, if you think about it, this is the first sign of a break to the low, first sign. Now if you're not happy with this and you're worried about getting tapped and pushing back up, because it could still, you could just go down to the lower time frames and say to yourself, okay, I'm not going to get a pending off the hour, I'm going to actually wait for a 5-minute break of the lows. So you could just say to yourself, okay, because if you get a break to the lows below here, you could even move it up. Actually, it's a lovely range, this. You do tend to drop. You basically now find a 5-minute zone. You basically find a 5-minute zone for price to break below. Come on, internet.
What? You activated, Pete?
No, not yet. Are you?
What? No.
Oh, look, so the 5 minutes actually, you'd only need to break below like these levels. What's this? It's already broke out, but then it's brought back in. This should be absolutely fine, this. If you're not happy with it, you only need a 5-minute close back into this area here, and you should be fine.
I this tanks, there should be a good trade, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, you've got some consolidation, and we haven't got any volume really. This is the only issue. What might be a fuck about. There's not much volume. Yeah. Morning, Mikey G. But now, also, if you want to get the risk off the table, what you can do is, because there should be enough pips there. I've just been activated, just literally tapped me. You could just say at the wick, you take partial move to break even here. What would that be on the 5? But this is a longer trade, this, right?
Your entry, was it at the bottom of the hourly wick?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't tapped it.
No, that's fine. It's sort of just building, ready to spring. Like I say though, if
I put my entry literally just below the wick because I was like, nah, I ain't letting what happened the other day happen again.
yeah. Well,
It rocketed to stop loss.
Yeah. So this is going off the hour, this, guys. So we've had a nice pullback on the hour. So it's completely up to yourself whether you take partial move to break even at the bottom of this wick. That's what you could do. Yeah, that's the first sign of resistance here, right? Or you could wait down to 1948. So guys, I've got sells on this. If you haven't been activated yet, or you've just jumped on, get a pending order underneath the hour. We've got a valid trade going on here, and it'd be nice to get a bloody early finish for once. Come on, can this hour flip to the downside? Let me just have a look at the time frames. I'm probably going to record that top-down analysis because it's starting to look really sexy now. So the 30's close respect in this area. So I would imagine this 30 flipping to the downside at some point. Only issue we've got is actually the 15's close respecting. So again, this 15 should flip to the downside. The 5's close respecting. Again, this 5 should flip to the downside. There's 2 minutes left of it. Obviously, we don't want this. We don't want closing back into the area. But it looks like that's what it's been doing this whole time. This is not very nice, this. Because what I could do is holding us all down here. Everything's looking at sells. But then we push up steeper. Because where's all the money at the minute? All the money here is here. And down, well, actually it's below here as well now, because you've had some consolidation. Come on, get flipped. Now risk management, if we start pushing up, we'd probably go off risk management. Beautiful day. Just got another hour for that. If we close above these levels, really. But what is that? 30 minutes, 15. Beautiful day. Risk management is we'd probably look at closures above 1953. That's when we'll start managing risk. But at the moment, we're all looking good. And if you don't like watching it on the 5 minute, yeah, just put it on an hour and just leave it. And if you don't like watching it on an hour, just look away until I shout you.
Take a shower.
Yeah, take a shower. So we ideally don't want this candle breaking this wick. That's what we don't want, because the reason being, if price wants to push down, this candle should not be breaking this wick. Why? Because this candle's already done it. This one's broke the wick, picked up the liquidity, so this one shouldn't be doing it. But also, it's well and truly broke all of these. So a fantastic sign that price wants to push down. Where's my pen? Where's my bloody pen? Now, I want to tell you something what really might help with your anxiety and your heartbeat going. Right? What I like to do is, if I start feeling anxious and that, I just go do the top down again. That's all I do. I do the top down again. It calms me down, because I think, do you know what? Actually, I'm right here. Oh, look at the hour pulling back now. So let's do a top down again. Monthly. Now really take this in. The monthly's starting to pull back. Remember, the monthly was right up here, so the monthly's starting to pull back. I probably can't see it pulling back to there, then pushing back up. It's probably going to keep pulling back, I would imagine, right? Because the monthly's still down in these ranges. So you're bearish on the monthly. Now the weekly's done its top wick. It didn't break the high of the previous week, which is fantastic. So I can imagine this. It's 1 day left for this weekly. If you had to bet your house on it, right? Is this going to close bearish or bullish, this weekly candle? Probably going to close bearish, isn't it? Yeah. And plus it broke the wick of the previous wick. So this weekly can push further down if it wants to, or could pull back and just hover in and around this area. But either way, we're going to close bearish, so we've got half a chance that the weekly is bearish also. Daily, big heavily bearish daily candle. We're hovering at the minute. What I mean by hovering, the daily range is this purple line. This is the bottom of the daily range. We've closed just short of it, and this daily's not at a bottom wick. So it needs a bottom wick, because this wasn't even that big of a wick, and you haven't filled the range. You haven't even tapped the range, and this is the range here. So I would imagine today this daily flips to the downside and comes to at least tap 1940, which is about 50 odd pips. So there's more than enough space for us to grab our pips. So at any moment this daily could flip to the downside. It's also already tapped the previous support zone, which is here. That's the previous support. Alright, so it's done its job, it's tapped. It could start to flip now. Now we're just trying to catch this pullback and this flip. So again, heavily bearish. The only slight issue with this trade is the 4 hour. Now for me, the 4 hours closed respecting. You've got a wick to the area there, right? You've got areas here. This is more like a zone, if you like. It's a bit like that. So the 4 hours closed respecting, but we haven't seen a bearish 4 hour close yet. So on the 4 hour, we're still bullish, okay? So, but what we're saying is that this 4 hour is going to be the bearish one. That's what we're saying, because we've had an hour break to the low now. So that's a fair sign of price wanting to push back down. An hour break to the low. Now we could have waited for a range 2 hour break of the low. That's probably the only thing what could catch us out. However, this 4 hour, what do we notice about these 4 hours? Well, we've had a top wick here, right? You've had a top wick here, so that's all it needs to do, because previous support, okay? No bottom wick here, no bottom wick here. Where's all the money at the minute? All the money is down here. Where does that so happen to be? Daily support. So what I can see happening is this 4 hour, heavily bearish, starts pushing down to that area. I think once it starts to move, it's going to move fast. The only thing what could catch us out, our stops are above the 4 hour, is if the 4 hour wants to create a steeper top wick, which if price wants to push down, it shouldn't be creating a steeper top wick. We don't want to know about the trade at that point if it does that. Therefore, that's why our stops are there. Okay. If it can come and test the wick, but it shouldn't create a steeper top wick if price wants to push down. So we've basically, well, I've got in, because I know none of these are being activated, obviously. I've got in on this hour break to the low, and I'm hoping and expecting, yeah, that this hour flips to the downside. Why? Because I've identified a zone now. Sells below 1951.79. Every time I get an hour close below here, you tap 1948 at least. Yeah, and you don't just tap it, you absolutely smash it. That's what we've identified. So look, we come straight through, smash. Through, smash. This one didn't quite make it, but these ones did. Yeah, straight through, straight through. This is a pure, clean traffic zone. Look at this. Fantastic. This is what I love. I love clean traffic. Nobody likes a traffic jam, do they? This one didn't quite make it all the way down, so maybe we just to cover our ass. I don't think we can actually take that, can we? Because that's too close, I believe. Let's have a look. Oh, well, it's at our take partial move to break even. It's closer. That's fine. So we're sort of good on this, guys, but it is an hourly trade, so it's going to take a slight longer. Okay, and the way we manage risk is if we start getting closures above here, and when I say with Meraki, you always get a chance to get out, really, because let's say this hour now closes above like that. Okay, you've had a fake out here, and you closed above. You're probably unlikely then to get a fake out close above and then get another fake out back below, I would say. You're probably then looking to come and maybe tap the top of Asia or come and test this area here, right? But what happens with candles when we know how candles move, we'll just wait for the hour closure, and then as this one pulls back, tests the wick, then we can get out, and that flips to the upside, so we get out at break even. Meraki method always gives you a chance to get out the trade. Well, I'd say 9 times out of 10 it gives you a chance to get out. So what you do with top down, you just feel a lot better about the trade. Well, I do anyway. Anybody else get activated on this?
Not yet.
No. Okay.
No.
Well, you're still valid for the hour, so you're going off the hour here. So when I go on to 5 minutes, just ignore me. It's just I'm just looking at things. I just like to watch how candles move. So we've had a 5 minute close respect in this area. Then we've had a 5 minute back into the range. And then this 5's got no bottom wick. So we're hoping that this 5 minute flips to the downside and comes back into this range. As long as we don't break the wicks of this hour, really. I don't want to break the wicks. Baby. Happy wedding on it. It's my wedding anniversary today, Babs.
Yours, Pete?
Yeah.
Yours and Em's?
Yeah.
Happy anniversary, guys.
11 years.
11,
I
fantastic.
know.
She's a hero.
Get less for murder, wouldn't I?
I'm sure she needs several.
Cheeky bugger. Yeah, 11 years, man. Even though I'm still young.
I've got so many medals, Pete. I've got to put them.
I can imagine. With Roger. I'm only joking, Roger. It's true. I know I'm hard work. That's what you said. I know I'm hard
Yeah, but
work.
at least you know it. Some people never admit it.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get activated here, guys. I do feel that once this flips, it's gonna flip nice, like nice. Feel like night. Anybody hear the music? Oh, look at this. 15, no bottom wick. 15's gonna flip back to the downside. Come on, 10 minutes left of it. That means a 5. Oh, look at that 5. Look at this 5. He's might get activated here. It's a nice big liquidity grab up here. Look at that. Sometimes you need to refuel in order to drive further. Come on, get down. So we need a break back into this area. I just want to identify a 5-minute range. Ooh, is that a close back in? Yeah, I'd say that's a close back in. Pull back on the 5. Let's see if we can flip to the down. No bottom wick. Fantastic. So this should then flip. His might get activated in the next 5. Next 5-minute candle. What's a 15 like? Still got 2 5-minute candles left of this 15. So the 5's flipping to the downside. So guys, take partial move to break even at 19.50. That should be your 10 pips. Yeah. But if you just go off the hour, you should be tapping 19.48. Remember, because the range here, this is a lovely range for the hour. Come on, can we get the flip on the hour? Do you want to watch the hour or do you want to watch the 5 minutes? Come on, hour. Drive. See if we can drive here. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. I've changed my mind. I'm going to watch the 5 minutes. Can we drive now? Strength's lovely for us. There we go. Nice big push. I stand by for take partial move to break even. Yeah, it might not do with this 5. This 5 might close as it is, and then the next 5 be the one. Once we clear this, you're popping down anyway. You're popping down anyway once you clear that. Came down, wicked hard there, didn't it? 1 minute left to this 5, so this 5 closes. Come on, 5, get down there. Come on, get these flippage. Get the flippage going. Is this the 15? I think once we get a 15 close back in, and the next 15 should be the one what sort of pushes it really. Oh, it's the 30 as well, so you just need a bearish close on the 30, and the next 30 should be the nice one. But it'd be nice to get the 30 to break the wicks now, this one, but I don't know whether you're going to get that. Four, nice 5 minute close. See if we can break these. Can we break this? Have a look. Some nice momentum there though. Lovely. So this is the last 5 minutes of the 30-minute count, so we might not go very far here. I'm hoping it does, but we might not. But have we brought the wick? We haven't. Because this 30, I can just see this 30 closing bearish in and around this area, and the next 30 will be the one more maybe pushes down. But we'll see. There we go, there we go. Okay, can we break the wick? Have we brought the wick? I need to push past this little bugger here. There you go. Okay. Are we there yet? So take past move to break even now, guys. If you want to leave it to the next zone, you can do. I've actually just moved my stops above here, but you can just get the risk off the table if you like. But I'm pretty happy that going off the hour, you can get down to these levels here, 1948. So I really want that. So I've took 50% out of this trade. That's what I've took, 50% out, right? And then I've moved my stops to here, but it's completely up to you what you want to do. If you, that would have been your trade if you wanted it. So if it doesn't play out now, you should have took partial move to break even here. But I'm going off the hour. I'm going off the hour. Now, this hour should not flip back to the upside. That's why my stops are above here, if you think about it. Yeah, it shouldn't flip back to the upside. This hour should drive, probably with the next 30-minute candle, I would imagine.
Put a trade on then, because I've been stopped out of that one.
At break even?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone get some profit out of that, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely. Here we go. Can this 5 be the one what drives? I want to see what happens when you get a 5-minute close below here. What happens to price? Come on. Oh, this is lovely, this. So look, we get a 5-minute close here. We are pushing nicely. That's on the 5 minutes.
I've just put it just below the 5-minute wick. Because if it's going to push, then it'll push there, won't it?
Yeah, I mean we're expecting you could get a pullback on the next 30, but you shouldn't get much of a pullback with the next 30 candle really, because the hour's done its job. Oh guys, look at this range here. Look at this. Oh, you do mess about here a bit, but look at that, straight through. So we just need a 5 close below. Oh, these ones didn't quite do it. There's a little area here, which we might have to take into consideration. I don't know if that's where we pushed to, wasn't it? Nice. Are we going? Is this us going? Is this us leaving the town? 19 seconds, see if we can get a 5-minute close. The next 30 should drive. Be nice to get a 5 close below here. That would be nice. So what's this? 15, 3. So we might get a pullback here on the next 15. This is also the 30. Okay, so we didn't break the lows on the 30. It doesn't actually need to break the lows. I would imagine this 30 flipping to the downside and pushing past. What's really nice on the 30 is you broke the wick lows, so I would imagine this one just drives now. There is a little support here now as well, so maybe take some partial there, guys. But the hourly does tend to come down here. It's whether you want to wait for that hour to push to here. Oh, look at this. 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 Look at the 5 minute zone comes down nicely. Get a 5 minute close to the low, can we? Strength's nice. USD 64.6. There you go. There you go. That's what we like. That's what we like. That's what we like. I'm closing full here, guys. This is me done. Thank you. Wow, nice, nice. What did we get? Oh, 510. What a good trade. Lovely, lovely trade. Guys, I've closed full. I've closed full at 20 pips there. Yeah, lovely trade. All happy with that? You should be.
Yeah.
Fantastic trade. Fantastico, shall we say. Fantastico. To be honest with you, can I just say patience pays off. We've had a tough 2 weeks because of the top downs. Yeah, the weeklies. We've had... Yesterday I took a trade, and it was only a small profit trade, but we took a trade I felt like we hadn't took for ages, right? And then today's been a lovely day. Lovely, lovely day. So well done for everyone staying patient and disciplined. I'm done for the day because I'm absolutely knackered this week for some reason. I'm literally... Yeah, plus it's my anniversary, so I can't work too late, can I? So thanks for watching, guys. Have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you all on Monday, full week next week.
Thanks, Pete.
Alright, guys, see you later. Bye now. Bye.
Bye.